Yo. Yo. Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy TSO Sage, and I am back with another video at long last. Now, there was personal stuff going on behind the scenes, and I would love to go in detail with it. But truth be told, y'all told me not to, which is definitely a W response. I thank you guys for being so supportive, and y'all don't even know what's going on. And while there are also those people that truthfully didn't even know or don't even care, and that's perfectly fine. It is the platform that I made for this channel, but it's nice to know that y'all was really out there concerned and shit. Yo, I'm good, bro. I'm good. But moving on with the video. I know they won last night. I know they beat the fantastic Rockets, but did I see that game? No. Do I plan on watching the next Lakers game? No. I don't even know who they play. I don't care who they play. I don't like this team. Before some of you go, aha, I knew you were a bandwagon. No, sir. I still like this franchise, but I hate this team. And truthfully, this is just gonna be me slandering the Lakers for like 8 minutes, maybe 9, maybe 10. I don't know how long I'm gonna go on, but definitely comment below what I said that hurt your feelings or whatever. I don't really care. And while when I'm near 40K, I might be like, oh yeah, hit the like button. Right now, I just don't care. I just gotta get this shit off my chest. First things first, although this necessarily isn't the elephant of the room, we'll get to Dumbo in a minute. But something that's just painfully obvious for the Lakers right now is LeBron James is really the only good player at the moment, but if anything, he's the only consistent one. LeBron is arguably our best three-point shooter. LeBron is clearly our best finisher. LeBron is clearly our best passer. And with AD being out, LeBron is clearly our best defender. And while yes, some of those things are debatable, you could argue Melo for shooting. You could argue THT or AB for defense. But that is truthfully a minor point of this whole situation in this whole segment. If that triggers you, it's gonna be a long video. Anyways, the fact that I can legitimately argue LeBron is the best at every single thing on this team is a fucking problem. And I know he's the GOAT. What are you talking about? He's always done this for every team and every blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Because as great as LeBron is, and we know for a fact a lot of people don't like a lot of his teams, but LeBron James being quite literally the best player at every single level of basketball on his team, yeah, as cool as that sounds, that just wasn't a thing. Obviously, I'm not referring to LeBron James leading his team in statistical categories. I'm not saying LeBron hasn't led his team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, etc., etc. No shit, he's done that before. I'm talking about LeBron hypothetically being the best shooter, rebounder, finisher, defender, and passer on the team. That's not normal for one player to be the best at literally all of them. And for this to be the oldest version of LeBron James, and for that to be the case right now, is crazy. But if you're a Lakers fan that's like, oh, what do you mean? It's not a big deal. Or you're a Bron sexual and you're like, oh, he does this all the time. You're tripping. Don't worry. Allow me to really explain how wild of an anomaly this is right now. LeBron wasn't even a 35% three-point shooter until 2011, except for his second season in the NBA, where he shot 35.1%, and that actually was the best on the team. So I guess I just debunked my take in like 5 seconds. Because outside of this team that we see right now today, LeBron has done this with the 04-05 Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, bet. He was never the best shooter in Miami, even if you try to find one specific year and want to drag the statistics a bit. He was never the best shooter in Miami. Let's not do this. And then when he came back to Cleveland, not even close. Even 2018 LeBron, not even close. And then as a Laker prior to this season, come on now, bruh. And all I've done is talk about shooting for the past minute. Defensively, he's played with guys like Anthony Davis, and has had several seasons where you guys killed him for being a bad defender. But when it comes to playmaking, scoring, or hell, even defense, because I know I only named Anthony Davis, right? LeBron James is great, and he definitely has always been this all-around superstar, one of the best we've ever seen. On good teams, he has never been the clear-cut, no difficulty best player at every single thing. In Cleveland, I would say he's the best scorer, but Kyrie Irving's on the team. In Miami, I say he was the best scorer, but Dwayne Wade's on the team. Chris Bosh is on the team. Hell, even his early days in Cleveland, I would say LeBron's the best defender on the team, but there's seasons like in 2008, 2009, where the team is at worst your third best defensive team in the league. Number 1 in points allowed, number 6 in blocks, number 4 in steals, number 1 against the 3, number 2 in opposing field goal percentage in general. We didn't see that and go, wow, LeBron's really solo squatting the defense. We said, oh, the Cavs are a really good defensive team. They can't score for shit without LeBron, but they're good on defense. But with the Lakers today, that isn't the case. The team doesn't shoot well from 3. If they get the ball because we're not passing it to them, if we can pass it to them because sometimes it's just a turnover, and those turnovers lead to points, we don't do anything well. And whenever we're analyzing what the Lakers are good at, which is nothing, whatever category we're looking at, I'm taking LeBron over any other player on the roster. LeBron is great. I've said it like 5 times now, LeBron fans. Get it out your ass. But LeBron James being the clear-cut best player at every single category for a team, especially when we're talking about the good teams LeBron's been on. You know, the teams that you deemed a super team before they even played. And especially when we're talking about the recent LeBron James. It's not common. It's not a good thing. It's not something I'm going to get used to. It needs to get fixed now. And quickly, because I want to get to the next subject, but I've done all of that talking about him just being better at everything. Let's say you're still triggered and you're like, Melo shoots better, Russ passes better, and somebody not named Anthony Davis is actually playing better defense. Okay, cool, whatever, I don't care. Because although you are indeed lying, you won't say they do it consistently. On your life, you won't, bro. At the end of the day, I don't know what I'm getting from any of these guys on the roster outside of LeBron James. And again, for the Bron fans that are like, oh, that's nothing new. Bro, I don't care what's not new to you, dog. That is a problem over here. And it's not even the biggest one on the team. But I still want to save off on Dumbo. Let's talk about Anthony Davis. You got like a Nerf hoop or something, bro? Get your shot right, dog. After my last video and a couple of streams, a lot of you guys think that I'm some 80 defender, which isn't the case at all. I'm just not a Russ or LeBron fan. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going there. Russ and LeBron fans definitely hit the fusion dance. So now anything Lakers related, we act like LeBron is perfect, Russ is perfect, and let's look at anybody else. And since Anthony Davis is the #1 name on the everybody else list, let's slander him and let's say he's so bad. His shooting was trash. Got on him about it back then and I'm getting on him about it now. Yes, you're not playing, dude, but my God, if you come back and your shit still broke, we have a problem. With the roster we have right now, if it doesn't change, God forbid, we don't want you to hit your shots. We need you to hit your shots or it's over. It's GG's. Nobody else is able to space the floor and nobody else is able to space the floor and protect the rim. We're running LeBron at center right now. And Anthony Davis is a great player, has always been a great player. I'm pretty sure he knows damn well he needs to do better. But I'm talking about specifically the shooting department. What I'm not doing is following that crayon eating, one man stand, weird, stupid idiot mob going on right now and just acting like 80 is complete fodder and he sucks. Prior to his injury, Anthony Davis was shooting around 74% in the restricted area. And if you're still essentially inside the paint, but you're right outside the restricted area, his percentage does go down significantly, no cap. But that's 90 more attempts on top of the 207 inside the restricted area. 297 shots inside, right? He has 129 mid-ranges. And with only shooting 56 threes this season, unless my math is just trash, 62% of Anthony Davis's shots are in the paint. Now that's crazy, ain't it? And I might as well just try to segue into Dumbo because it's gonna be more so about him than LeBron. So Dumbo, you come on down too, because you're definitely a major player as to why I hate this team. But both LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, fun fact everybody, they're not known for their shooting ability. All that happens to Anthony Davis's game is he'll catch the ball on the low block, draw the double team because he's Anthony Davis, but the defense is making sure no matter what, do not let AD drive. And now again, AD, you gotta tighten the hell up because that's when he shoots the ball and he's just bricking right now. I mean, my lord. But at the same time, because he's playing with LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, especially in the situations where both are on the court at the same time, he's now in a situation where the defense can really focus in on the paint, really cheat off of those two guys because they're not afraid if AD gets them the ball, or really anybody, but especially when it's your 2-star players. Let's just look at set jumpers themselves. Anthony Davis's shitter being 38 of 121, which is 31.4%, 17% from 3. We don't even need to talk about how he's not making threes. That's just awful, dude. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. Tighten the hell up. But let's look at Russell Westbrook. Hey guys, Editor Sage made his comeback too. Just saw the Grizzlies game, pretty pissed off. Russ smoked a layup and LeBron had a turnover. Melo couldn't make a shot and we lose again. Knew I shouldn't have watched that game, but that's besides the point. Russell Westbrook and LeBron James stats have updated. Russell Westbrook on set jumpers is now 30 of 108, 27 and 94 from 3, which bring him to around 27% from the field and 28% from 3 on set jumpers. Nice. LeBron's numbers, while seeming scary at first, shooting 52 of 138 on set jumpers. Of those 138, 122 are from the 3-point line. So his field goal percentage on set jumpers is 37.7 and his 3-point percentage is 36.9, which when you put it that way sounds a lot better. By the way, because despite me praising LeBron, I know I was pretty hard on his fan base in this video, I know for a fact we're gonna get the oh my god, let's choke all night long. I just want you to understand LeBron has had 6 straight 30-point games and has literally 1 win to show for it. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. I'm gonna like punch a wall or something. Most people see this as the 3 best players on our team, but they're making the game harder on themselves by simply existing. The problem, and I think it's time we talk about Dumbo exclusively, is with LeBron James, he's sacrificing his game. As I said, it's shocking enough to see LeBron James shooting this many jump shots, especially when you factor how well he's shooting inside. Anthony Davis is dangerously comparable to this LeBron James, and LeBron has been so good inside, it's damn near a career year for him. But then there's the 3rd star Brody Rock-a-Baby Russell Westbrook, who isn't even sniffing the amount of efficiency LeBron and AD are inside. And while AD's jump shot has been horrid, Westbrook's is not pretty either. This wouldn't be but so bad to me though if Russ was just bad at being an efficient scorer. He's been, and for you triple-double Brody stands, get this through your head, a terrible playmaker this season. He's averaging 8 assists on damn near 5 turnovers. I understand 8 assists is still 8 assists, but 1, 5 turnovers are 5 turnovers. But 2, let's get away from the numbers for a second. Let's just keep it hot, okay? There's always at least 1 turnover from Russ where a defender didn't even touch the ball. He'll like literally be trying to do something because he tries so hard, and that's such a great thing. He'll like mix himself up or whatever happens. I don't know what goes through his brain, but I've never seen a man move forward and the ball move backwards. I've never seen a man try to jump up and the ball goes straight down. I've never seen a man just try to make a pass to the left side and he'll hit somebody on the right side in the 3rd row watching the game. I've never seen a player consistently year by year by year by year have an inbounds pass play where he's on one side of the court and the ball sails to the other and it's a turnover. You can harp on the last one if you want to, but I'm really not trying to talk about Russ for his entire career. I'm just saying this dude has no ball control, none, not even a little bit. And if you want to just stay attached to your 8 APG or talk about how Russ is sensational with a big, even though it hasn't really worked out this season because we don't even have bigs for real, cool, whatever, I don't care. The boy, to me personally, not been good playmaking wise at all. But you know what, just going on Russ and going on how bad of a player he is, blah blah blah, you can find that anywhere on YouTube from another pissed off Lakers fan or a James Harden fan or really anybody that thinks he's overrated. The thing that pisses me off about Russ so much, bro, he just does not get it.
Anybody else, he's the most talented guy on this team. So have you felt like any bit of like a mixed messaging or because they want you to be you, but they also don't want you to force it?
At this point, man, I just do what I can for the betterment of the team. Everybody want me to do this, but then again, they don't want me to do this. Honestly, I'm over the whole situation, what everybody else want me to do and what they think I should be doing. And I'm going to go out and just play and do what I know how to do best. And that's compete my ass off to better win games, make my teammates better like I've done many, many years. And I'll continue to do that. The conversation's been heavily on how I'm playing and what I'm doing, but I think people are expecting me to have fucking 25, 15 and 15, which that is not normal. I know I've done it for the past 5 years or so, whatever that may be, but it's not like a normal thing. So when people are saying Russ be Russ, I don't really think nobody understands what that means. I think people just say it and just be like, let's Russ be Russ, but nobody actually knows what that means. But myself, I'm gonna lean on that and let everything else outside of the locker room take care of itself.
I really don't understand what he can't comprehend. We're not asking you to drop 25, 15, and 15 a night. In fact, truthfully, Russ, we don't want you to do that at all. Russell Westbrook and Russell Westbrook fans, understand this. We don't want Super Brody, dude. We don't. One problem with the Lakers that will probably not change for the rest of this season, or hell, even the rest of Russ's contract, is that Russell Westbrook is a brand name. He has to be Brody. He has to be the guy that plays hard every night. He has to be the guy with the high minutes and the high numbers. And sometimes he even has to be the hero that saves the day. Bro, we don't want none of that, dog. We just want you to chill, have better shot selection, and be careful with the ball. Not give the entire Lakers fandom anxiety every time you bring the ball up the court. Not to become some random sniper out of nowhere. And we don't need you to be the hero. Dude, we have LeBron James. If AD comes back and he gets his shit together, you're clearly not the second best player on this team. And that's being nice because truthfully, you're not better than him right now anyway. Look, it's gonna be hard to get rid of Russell Westbrook because who the hell would want him? His contract sucks. He's simply not as good as his brand or his fans represent him to be, especially when you factor that he can't shoot, and his younger days are definitely past him. But if there was a situation where we still have a Russell Westbrook, but he's taking a higher majority of his shots inside, a Russell Westbrook who has less playmaking responsibility, but is still an option for us when LeBron James is not on the court, and simply finishing better at the rim so he's able to create more shots for shooters, and a Russell Westbrook that just knows when to defer to other talents on the team consistently. Would he be optimal for our team? No, but I still wouldn't frown upon it. I'd be like, okay, cool, we got something. And as a result, the Lakers are probably winning more games, playing better in general, and hell, this video might not even exist, but instead we have the Brody. So as a result, we're blaming guys like Anthony Davis or Frank Vogel for everything that goes wrong, when some of the times they're not even there at all. They're not even in the building and you say their names. You guys have the audacity to call out the inefficiencies of other players, and whether it's their shooting or their defense, they're not performing well enough. And truth be told, can't really say nothing about Bron right now, so that's tough. But you know what y'all would have an outcry about? If Brody slowly but surely gets less minutes in the rotation. And admittedly enough, it goes further than Brody fans. Players in the league today who love Brody, former players in media who love Brody, other GMs, coaches, analysts, and of course mainstream media who all love Brody. Imagine that if of all people, Frank Vogel benches Mr. Triple-Double. Or let's take it even a bit further. Imagine if the Lakers, after trading basically the rest of their depth away for Brody, trade him away. And dear God, imagine if a story broke out that LeBron signed off on it. Now Frank Vogel, LeBron James, and the whole organization looking crazy because we did the Brody wrong. So as a result, a guy like Frank Vogel, who doesn't have the respect that a guy like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra does, you better play the Brody, he better start, and he better get a lot of minutes, and he better get a lot of opportunity. And it's essentially an anchor that LeBron James, Anthony Davis, the rest of the Lakers roster, and the entire organization just have to deal with. Look, y'all, as I said earlier, trust and believe, I do mean it. Truthfully speaking, while a guy like Russell Westbrook is far from optimal, if he was on the team, I feel we could make that work. But the Brody, the Mr. Triple-Double, former MVP, I'm not gonna lie, we don't need him, I don't want him, and at this point, I can't stand him. But that's gonna do it for today's video. It's been your boy TSO Sage. Oh my God, Sage, but the Lakers won. Shut up. Don't care. Even though I don't have any clout whatsoever, I know the fan bases I'm talking to, bro. Definitely gonna have the fans spinning the block every single time Russ does well, AD does well, LeBron does well, or if the Lakers themselves just finally get it going. Which truthfully, I only care about the last part. I just want the Lakers to be good. But we're old and suck. I don't want to talk about this team anymore. Again, thank you guys for the support while I was going through what I was going through. But I'm back. We're gonna be better next year. So until next video, take care and stay blessed.